I'm going to be showing you today the 6th through 8th parent and student orientation for this school year. So I'm going to be presenting this as a slideshow first. You're going to be accessing Edgenuity, which is going to be accessed through the ClassLink. Most students already know how to use ClassLink, but if not, this is the website they're going to go to. It's my.classlink.com/APSB. They're going to log in with their normal login, so whatever their login is for their computer. If you don't have access to that login, you can get that from their home-based school. The Edgenuity icon will direct them to their courses without having to log in again. So students can access these courses 24/7 on any internet-based computer. Contact your home-based schools to pick up student laptops if you haven't done so already. When they first log in to any course, there's an orientation video to watch that shows how Edgenuity works. We highly recommend that you watch this with your child. There are multiple opportunities for your child to show their success and mastery with quizzes and unit tests. They can take these quizzes and unit tests at home. If your student fails or scores poorly on a quiz or test, they can submit test corrections to their content teachers. Please keep us up to date with your child's, with yours and your child's email address if there's any changes. That way we can contact them and you with any updates about our program. Especially when it comes to LEAP testing or benchmark testing, we can reach out to you with the correct contact information. Here are some student course responsibilities. In order for them to be successful, they must be on pace in every course, maintain a passing grade in every course. They need to at least spend about 20 to 35 active hours online in courses per week. This may not be as much as your child needs to complete these courses, so it just depends on your child. They may need longer, they may need less time. Edgenuity sets up the pacing guide for students upon login. So it'll show them how many hours it will take them to catch up to pace in each course if they're behind. Here are some parent learning responsibilities. It is definitely very important to be an active participant in your child's virtual learning experience. Please monitor your child's attendance log, grades, and pacing in Edgenuity. Establish a routine at home, quiet study area, and consistent schedule for working online from home or the library. Communicate with your child's teacher via the APSB email or by phone. And of course, again, please keep us up to date with any changes in your email address. If students are experiencing difficulty with their coursework, they can reach out to their content teachers who are highly qualified and they will be providing ongoing monitoring of their attendance and their performance. They can meet with them via Google Meet, phone, or email. Truancy is monitored at Apple. We do not do a daily attendance, but we do check every week to make sure your child has been logging in regularly and staying on pace. If your child is behind pace, we will go by the hours. If they spend 20 to 35 hours that week, we will count them as present even if they're not on pace. If your child is on pace in all courses, we do not count the hours. We just make sure that they are on pace and count them as present. Of course, if your child is continuously chronically absent, we will have to turn the truancy over to the Child Protection Family Court or the local district attorney's office. These are the teachers for the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. 6th and 7th graders have Miss Trinice Moore. She's teaching ELA this year. They have Miss Monica Harris for math and myself, Erica Eichard, for science and social studies. The 8th graders have Dr. Rowley for ELA, Miss Monica Harris for math, Mr. William Mathern for science, and Mr. Clarence Brown for Louisiana history. And this contact information will be provided for you in our shared drive as well. And this is our new campus address if you ever do need to come to our campus, 9697 Airline Highway, and that's in Sorrento. Now I'm going to actually share with you how to log in to your Edgenuity. First thing, you're going to open a new tab, and you're going to go to my.classlink.com/APSB. If your child is using their school-issued device, it should pop up automatically or have a little icon for them to click that looks like a blue cloud. And when they log in, they are going to see their entire ClassLink access. So any apps that the district or their school has access to will still be on their screen. Now this is a student's version. I'm going to show you how to get to Edgenuity from here. These are all the apps that this student has access to. Your child is going to be clicking on Edgenuity. This child actually was logged in prior, so it's warning me that she has an active session. So you can see on this home screen the 4 courses that this student is assigned. Students that are attending Dutchtown Middle as their home-based school will have only 3 courses per semester because they flip-flop with science and social studies in the other semester. So you can see here that this child has a bar for each course. That bar indicates where their target pacing is. So you can see the line. That's where she should be. Now, when you are close to that line, you are blue, or on the line, you're blue, which means you're on target. And it says right here, she's 17% complete and on target. This one, 20% complete and on target. Now, you see here, she's in the red, which means she's behind. She's only at 13% and 12%. If she gets pretty far ahead of that line, the bar will turn green, which means she's ahead. This green also shows you the actual grade. These are the grades that she's earned for activities that she's completed and the activities that are due but she hasn't completed yet. Those activities are given a 0 in the gradebook until she completes them and is on pace. To get to the course map, you select the title of the course. And you can see here, this is the entire course from the very beginning all the way to the end of the quarter. So you can see what's coming up, but you can't click on anything ahead of time. You have to go in order in sequence. A really neat thing that we just discovered is that you can access guided notes on your end for these students by selecting the paper and pencil. This will open up a PDF that they can directly type into if they open with a PDF editor like Kami or Read and Write. And these guided notes follow along with the warm-up, instruction, and assignment. And you can see here the due dates for each assignment to the side. You can tell that you've completed it because there's a check mark. It also tells you how long it took you to complete the assignment. And if it was a scored assignment, it will give you the score here. And you scroll down so you can see where she is right now. So right now she's on this quiz. If we select it, it will bring us straight to her quiz, and she can continue. All students have 2 attempts per quiz. If they fail the quiz once, they will get to take it a second time. We definitely recommend reviewing and taking some better notes before you take that second attempt. BLP students will be able to take that second attempt, and even if they do fail it a second time, they can move forward in the course. They are allowed to give test corrections, however, so that they can get a better score. So I'm going to select the Home button to go back to the course map. Also up here, you can see there's an alert. You have 1 overdue activity. The activity will take about 15 minutes to complete, which is really neat for you to have some pacing at home, to be able to know when you need to work, just kind of to space it out into your day. Also, you have access to the course report. If you want to set up your own pacing guide, you can print this course report out first thing when you log in. That way you have access to the due date for every assignment. This also shows scores, when it was submitted, when was the first attempt, and how much time it took them to take the activity. So you can see here the summary is estimated to have taken 2 minutes, but it took her 5 minutes and 47 seconds. So you can gauge with your child to see how long it's taking them to take these activities and assignments and the quizzes. They may be stopping to take notes, or they may be rushing through things. So make sure you look at that and see if they may be rushing through and not taking their time. Now, this course report is updated every time a student logs in and is able to work on some assignments. So be sure to check back at this as often as you can. We also are setting up, when you are logged into Edgenuity, your parent email address will be given access to Edgenuity. A progress report every Friday, I believe, is sent to you, a progress report. So it will come in your email and you'll see your child's progress every week. Another neat thing here is your child can access their teachers by emailing. So they can select a new message, start typing their teacher's name, and here's a lot of teachers' names in here, but once they start typing it in, it will start to allow them to type into the subject. One more thing I'm going to show you guys here. Your student is also given access to Google Classroom. To get to Google Classroom, they start typing in classroom.google.com. And their classroom is called the Apple BLP Resources, 6th through 8th grade. They have already been added to this class, so they will not need to search for it. In this classroom, they can find their self-analysis. That is where they will submit test corrections. To fill out this form, all they need to do is tell us which course they are working in, what the lesson name was, so whatever the quiz name is, which attempt they're going to correct, what score they earned on that attempt, and then start giving us the correct answers to the questions they missed. So this is essentially a third opportunity for them to show mastery on that lesson. So they will tell us, say they answered number 2 incorrectly. They would put the number 2 and give us the correct answer. The next question here asks them to tell us why that is the correct answer. So why did they choose this answer? They can say they went back through the video, they look back in their notes, and give us some evidence for why C is the correct answer. Once they do this for every question that they've missed, they will submit it here. A copy will be sent to me or their content teacher. The teacher will then send a form back once they've checked it and give them some feedback with the corrected score, and their score in Edgenuity will be corrected. So it won't be corrected until they receive that feedback email. Another thing that was shared with you guys, it was shared to your student's email address, is the BLP Resources K through 8th grade. This whole shared drive has access to the orientation videos that we've done before, frequently asked questions, any forms, virtual field trips, technology resources, how-to guides, anything that you guys need to help you in this BLP process. We've got pacing guides for the lower grades in here. The middle school pacing guide is built into Edgenuity, so you won't need to access that. If you have multiple grade levels, a kindergarten, and even the middle and high school, we are all one program on one school, but this drive is only for the K through 8th grade. If you have any questions, we definitely recommend you look in this drive first before you reach out to us, because it most likely means that others have had the same question, and we've provided some feedback in here so that you can find that information yourself before you have to reach out to us. There are about 1,000 people, students in BLP right now in the K through 8, so it does take us a while to get back to individual calls and emails. But we will look forward to working with you guys. You can reach out to us if you have any individual questions. And of course, our email address and phone numbers are provided here in our Apple staff contacts. So you can see everyone here that is associated with blended learning and what subject they teach. And a copy of that PowerPoint that I showed at the beginning will also be fitted in here. Okay, guys, I'm so glad you are joining us in the Blended Learning Program. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to us. We would love to help you get through all of the new blended learning that you're going to be doing. So please let us know if we can help you in any way.